Tonight, from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, Super Bowl 60 on EA Sports.
Santa Clara, folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this is a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. They're here. Now they're ready to win.
Our AFC champions, they have gone to a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. We always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading him out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
Again, it's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Darnold. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Darnold to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Nice coverage that time by Jalen Hawkins.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On fourth down, Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Seattle.
The Shaheed going to go in motion. Walker now on first and 10. And he'll get it inside the 35. Second and 7, operating from the 34.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. That'll be caught by Cup. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Once again, it's Henderson. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
To the air, May. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On first down, it's Henderson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll throw with May. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's May. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. Darnold now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2nd down and 8. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
At the Patriots 34-yard.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the 1st.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. It's the Seahawks on top here early. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. This throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now Darnold keeps it, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. Gets past one man. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he spots Henderson open left side. Here's 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the shotgun, it's May. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We're going to throw. May. And Diggs has it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's May. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll look to throw again. Henry brings it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
4 yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Gets this complete to Boutte. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Patriots first down.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board here in this Super Bowl. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Good move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Darnold. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches him a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 2nd and 9 now. Now pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on 1st down.
No doubt about that one, because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running left is Henderson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, May with it. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Here's Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. They'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing again is Darnold. That is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
2 yards on the play.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Darnold now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
Darnold's pass.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
3rd and inches.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. To the air again, Darnold. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. To the air, May. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 2nd down and 3.
Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing here is May.
34-yard line.
Having it swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Patriots first down.
From the shotgun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw, May. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
May's pass.
2nd and 10.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, it's May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3. Here's May. That one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead.
Halftime at Super Bowl 60. Santa Clara, lights so bright my cousin Benny's squinting from Queens. And we got ourselves a 1-point game at the half. Hawks 15, Pats 14. You couldn't slice this any thinner if my Aunt Rosa was behind the deli counter. Let's start with Seattle. Sam Darnold, calm, cool, not trying to be the hero, just running the operation. He's moving chains, keeping the ship straight, and not giving the ball away like a bad sequel. That's how you survive on a stage like this. Things get tight, Kenneth Walker bangs out tough yards like he's carrying groceries up 4 flights. No elevator. It ain't flashy, but it matters the longer this game goes. Now here's the weird part. JSN, 1 catch, 2 yards. 2? That's like ordering a full Italian dinner and only eating the bread. Seattle's leaving meat on the table, and they know it. Flip it over. New England. Drake May has been surgical. The kid looks like he's been here before. Like this is just another Sunday with the family watching. Quick decisions, accurate throws, no panic. That's championship poise. And then, Travion Henderson, good night. 2 tutties, over 100 yards already, and every time he touches the ball, the Seahawks defense tightens up like they heard their name called from across the room. He's been the most dangerous guy on the field, period. You stop him, you win. You don't, you stop thinking about silver confetti. Stephon Diggs, 3 catches for 1 yard. Don't look at the box score, watch the tape football. So here we go. Keys to the second half, Super Bowl 60 edition. Hawks, get JSN involved. I don't care how. No more window shopping, get him in there. Let Walker keep hitting him in the ribs. Donald, keep him clean. You got a shot to steal this one. For the Pats, keep feeding Henderson until Seattle proves they can stop him. Keep May upright and boring. That's a compliment. Win the field position war. Don't get cute. Before we send it back, thank you to all you subscribers, channel members, poll warriors who never miss, and everybody rocking the Verse merch like it's game day attire at Nana's house. You're the backbone of this whole operation. And listen, if this halftime report of this game is entertaining, give it a hype so others can see it. That's how this family grows. Second half coming up. 1 point, 1 Lombardi. I'm Big Al, and you're in the Madden.
See what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Pushing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 70 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8.
Seahawks 22.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense.
At their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The tackle by Leonard Williams.
On play action, May gets this complete to Buto. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8.
They go play action now, May. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw with May. He'll try and do this himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
He was brought down at the 26.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
New England's offense set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
15 yards. That's good for the Patriots. First down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Looking for a cleats, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They run once more with Henderson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Play action. May.
Short pass caught by Henry.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
Another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give for Henderson running to the right.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Henderson.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll set up a throw.
May looking to run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Drake May.
14 yards.
And the Patriots are back within a couple of the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
The Patriots will line up for a...
May going to try to throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To Rashid Shaheed. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
46-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's Darnold. He'll try and do this himself.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back to throw now on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and the first down.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go again with Henderson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Patriots have moved out in front. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Seahawks.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Shifts by him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st down, Seahawks.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Seattle.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker,
his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away.
Shifts past him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
7-yard gain.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Nice little juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 156 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Call it a gain of a yard. And it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To the air, May. Over the middle, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw, May. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for a Patriots.
To the right side, this is Henderson. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And that is incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's May.
9 yards to go.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there gets them down to the 6-yard line.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henderson
will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third and goal.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal.
To throw, it's May.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down.
Second and 9.
From the 23, here's a second down and 9. Now Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's third and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Darnold.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Now he's into the clear again.
And finally taken down at the 34. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Seahawks.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
To the air again, Donald.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A.J. Barner. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Seattle.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
To throw is Darnold.
He completes this to Walker.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And third and 8 now.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Darnold now to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England trying to get a place on offense.
26-yard line.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard
A
line.
gain of 19 yards. And the Patriots first down.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 45-yard line.
May going to give it to Henderson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing here is May. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down by a field goal, a little under 2.5 to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 20. And the Seahawks first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 48-yard line.
Now Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
First down.
Darnold. Be taken in by Shaheed. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Darnold to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
And
And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
It's a franchise rich with success, and now once again, the Lombardi Trophy belongs to the New England Patriots. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.